Folks, in my 20 years in the league, I've never seen anything like this. The buzz, the speculation, the potential impact, it's electric. And let me tell you, when word started rippling through the halls and locker rooms about this potential blockbuster trade, even the most seasoned NFL insiders perked up. As someone who's spent countless hours dissecting game tapes, evaluating prospects, and weighing trade potentials, this rumor has me on the edge of my seat. We are potentially on the cusp of a transformative move, one that could shake the foundations of both the Dallas Cowboys and the league. But what could possibly warrant such a reaction? Well, buckle up, because we're diving deep into an analysis that promises drama, strategy, and a glimpse into the future of one of the NFL's storied franchises. Let's start with the Dallas Cowboys, a team with a rich history, yet one that has struggled to recapture the glory of its past in recent years. The Cowboys are a team that has been trying to find that elusive balance between their offensive firepower and defensive sturdiness. While the offensive side of the ball has had its share of stars, with Dak Prescott leading the charge and C.D. Lamb making waves as one of the league's premier receivers, it's the defense that has often been the subject of scrutiny. Over the past couple of seasons, the Cowboys' defense has shown flashes of brilliance, but has struggled with inconsistency, particularly in their secondary. If you've watched Cowboys games closely, you'll know that their defensive coordinator has been under pressure to create a unit that not only holds the line, but also creates opportunities. Film study reveals a secondary that sometimes leaves too much space for opposing receivers, leading to big plays that could have been controlled. This isn't just my observation. Analytics corroborate these findings. The Cowboys were ranked in the bottom half of the league when it came to passing yards allowed per game last season. They allowed an average of 245, 8 passing yards per match, a statistic that clearly indicates room for improvement. Now, based on detailed film analysis, it's clear that the Cowboys need a shutdown cornerback, a player who possesses not just the physical attributes to go toe-to-toe with elite receivers, but also the mental acumen to read plays and make timely decisions. A perfect solution to this defensive conundrum would be a player who can immediately step in and elevate the secondary's performance. The analytics show that high-performing cornerbacks have a substantial impact on a team's overall success, and securing a top-tier defensive back could be the key to unlocking the Cowboys' full potential next season. And that brings us to the crux of today's discussion. Folks, the perfect solution is out there, and his name is Raikstraw Jr. Yes, the same Raikstraw Jr., who's been making quite the name for himself over at the Detroit Lions. Now let's dig deep into the film and statistics that make Raikstraw Jr. such an enticing option for Dallas. Having watched hours of tape on him, his raw talent and undeniable presence on the field are palpable. He stands at 6 feet, weighing 190 pounds, a perfect build for an NFL cornerback. His play style is aggressive, often jostling for position and using his size to his advantage, which makes him a formidable opponent in man coverage. Technically, Raikstraw Jr. exhibits superb footwork and fluid hips, which allow him to change direction seamlessly and match up against the league's most agile wideouts. His ability to read the quarterback's eyes, paired with a quick burst, allows him to make plays on the ball when it matters most. Last season with the Lions, Raikstraw Jr. recorded 4 interceptions, 15 pass deflections, and was instrumental in holding several top receivers to subpar performances. His advanced metrics are impressive, with a passer rating allowed of just 67, for when targeted, placing him among the elite defenders in the league. Scouts across the board are raving about his consistent growth curve and relentless work ethic. What sets him apart is his football IQ. He's not just playing the position. He's playing the game, anticipating routes, and adjusting his strategy mid-play. It's no wonder that the Dallas Cowboys are eyeing him as a potential game-changer for their defense. So how would this trade work? Well, the mechanics here are complex but fascinating. Given Raikstraw Jr.'s existing contract with Detroit, the Cowboys would need to navigate their salary cap situation deftly. The Detroit Lions, as of the latest reports, are looking to free up cap space, and moving Raikstraw Jr. could be a strategic part of that plan. The potential compensation for a player of his caliber would likely involve draft picks, and perhaps even player swaps, which could include a second-round pick and a promising young player. In terms of salary cap implications, the Cowboys currently have some room to maneuver, with Quinnen Williams' recent contract extension providing the Cowboys with additional cap space. They are in a position to absorb Raikstraw Jr.'s contract, provided they manage their existing commitments with precision. This trade, if executed, could be a win-win, helping Detroit with their cap issues while reinforcing the Cowboys' secondary with a top-tier cornerback. The trade mechanics don't end there. Given the intricacies of NFL contracts, deferred bonus arrangements might play a role, along with creative cap-saving measures that could include restructured deals for existing Cowboys players to accommodate the new addition. The goal here is to ensure that the Cowboys remain competitive while staying financially savvy. But who stands to gain the most from this trade? While the Cowboys bolster their defense, the Lions might acquire much-needed draft capital to further rebuild and align their roster with long-term goals. As we delve into the fit analysis, let's consider how Raikstraw Jr. would mesh within the Cowboys' defensive scheme. Under the guidance of their current defensive coordinator, who favors aggressive press coverage, Raikstraw Jr. would thrive. His style of play aligns perfectly with Dallas' defensive philosophy. He excels in man-to-man situations, a staple of the Cowboys' approach, and his physicality at the line of scrimmage would be invaluable. Comparing Raikstraw Jr. to similar players in the league, think of a younger Stephon Gilmore, a corner who can take on the top receiver week in and week out, providing shutdown capabilities. The projected impact of introducing Raikstraw Jr. into the Cowboys' lineup could be immense. Best-case scenario, he walks in and immediately shores up the secondary, reducing the opposing team's passing efficiency and creating more opportunities for turnovers. Worst case, growing pains as he adjusts to the new system, but given his track record, even that scenario holds a lot of promise. In my professional opinion, this trade could be transformative for the Dallas Cowboys. The timeline to watch is the upcoming trade deadline, where moves of this magnitude often come to fruition. If Dallas can pull off this trade, keep an eye on how quickly Raikstraw Jr. integrates into the Cowboys' defensive scheme and the immediate impact he has on reducing big plays. Now is the time for Cowboys fans to pay close attention to the developments around Raikstraw Jr. This is more than just a rumor, it's a potential turning point. As we approach the final stages of this trade speculation, stay tuned for updates and insights from the league. The anticipation builds, and as always, remember to like, subscribe, and stay engaged for the latest in NFL news and analysis. Until next time, keep your eyes on the field and your ears tuned to the whispers of the gridiron. The buzz around Raikstraw Jr.'s potential move to the Dallas Cowboys is not just a talking point in front offices and among scouts. It has also captivated the fan base. Cowboys fans, known for their passionate and sometimes critical support, are already envisioning how Raikstraw Jr. could elevate their team's defensive prowess. Social media platforms have exploded with discussions, memes, and hypothetical scenarios about how he could be the missing piece to a championship puzzle. Enthusiasts are dissecting game footage, analyzing his matchups against top receivers, and comparing his stats to current Cowboys players. The consensus among fans is overwhelmingly positive, with many viewing this potential acquisition as a statement of intent by the Cowboys management. The excitement is palpable, with fans speculating on how quickly Raikstraw Jr. could make an impact in upcoming high-stakes games. The potential addition of Raikstraw Jr. to the Cowboys roster is also generating excitement among analysts and former players. Prominent sports pundits have taken to television and online platforms to discuss what his arrival could mean for the Cowboys' Super Bowl aspirations. Many agree that adding a player of Raikstraw Jr.'s caliber could be a game-changer, potentially transforming a vulnerable secondary into one of the league's most formidable units. Moreover, the implications of this trade extend beyond just on-field performance. The Cowboys are a franchise with a storied history, and their moves in the transfer market often set the tone for the rest of the league. A successful deal for Raikstraw Jr. would not only signify their commitment to winning, but also reinforce their reputation as a destination for top talent. For the Detroit Lions, the potential trade offers a different set of prospects. Fans of the Lions are understandably anxious about the possibility of losing a player like Raikstraw Jr. Yet many are hopeful that the draft picks and players received in return could help build a more balanced team. The Lions have been focused on a long-term rebuild, and acquiring additional assets to strengthen other areas of the squad might be the prudent move. The broader NFL community is watching closely, recognizing that moves of this magnitude often have ripple effects throughout the league. Other teams might be prompted to make defensive upgrades of their own, leading to a flurry of activity as the trade deadline approaches. The strategic elements involved in such a trade, balancing current talent with future prospects, highlight the complex nature of team management in the NFL. If the trade goes through, the spotlight will undoubtedly be on Raikstraw Jr. as he steps into one of the league's most intense environments. The pressure to perform will be immense, but those who have followed his career closely believe he is more than capable of rising to the challenge. Known for his quiet confidence and determination, Raikstraw Jr. has all the tools to become a fan favorite in Dallas. The excitement surrounding this potential trade is a testament to Raikstraw Jr.'s talent and the impact he could have on the Cowboys' future. As we edge closer to the trade deadline, all eyes will remain on negotiations between the two franchises. Will the Cowboys succeed in securing their defensive linchpin, or will the Lions choose to hold onto their prized cornerback? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. This is a storyline that will keep fans and analysts on the edge of their seats. In the meantime, we will continue to monitor the situation closely, bringing you the latest updates and expert insights. As always, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay engaged for all the breaking news and in-depth analysis from the world of the NFL. Until next time, keep your eyes on the field and your ears tuned to the whispers of the gridiron. The anticipation surrounding Raikstraw Jr.'s potential move to the Dallas Cowboys is reminiscent of past high-profile trades that have reshaped team dynamics. The Cowboys, with their iconic star logo and national fan base, have always been a team that thrives on blockbuster moves. This potential acquisition is no different, serving as a reminder of the franchise's willingness to invest in top-tier talent to reclaim its glory days. Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy has been vocal about the need to bolster the defense, specifically the secondary, which has shown vulnerabilities in key matchups. Raikstraw Jr.'s ability to shut down elite receivers could provide the stability and versatility the team desperately needs. His agility and instinctive playmaking are attributes that align perfectly with the Cowboys' defensive schemes, which have at times struggled to contain the league's more dynamic offenses. For Raikstraw Jr., joining the Cowboys could be a career-defining opportunity. The team's recent playoff performances have underscored the crucial role of a resilient defense, and Raikstraw Jr.'s presence could be the catalyst for a deep postseason run. The Cowboys' management is acutely aware of the clock ticking on their current roster's championship window, and adding a player of Raikstraw Jr.'s caliber might just extend that timeline. The potential trade has also sparked a wave of nostalgia among longtime Cowboys supporters. Many recall the days of the Doomsday Defense, when Dallas boasted one of the most feared defensive units in the NFL. Fans are hopeful that Raikstraw Jr. could be the cornerstone of a new era of defensive dominance, drawing comparisons to legendary figures who once donned the Cowboys' jersey. On the other side of the negotiation table, the Detroit Lions are weighing their options carefully. Their management understands the value Raikstraw Jr. brings, both in terms of on-field performance and as a locker room leader. However, the opportunity to acquire multiple high-value draft picks and possibly a seasoned player could accelerate their rebuilding efforts. The Lions have shown glimpses of potential under their new regime, and strategic reinforcements could position them as future contenders in the NFC. As the trade deadline looms, discussions are intensifying. Insiders report that talks have been both productive and complex, with each side recognizing the stakes involved. The Cowboys are eager to finalize a deal that satisfies the Lions while ensuring they don't compromise their future draft capital excessively. It's a delicate balance, reflective of the intricate chess game that is NFL team building. Fans across the league are engaging in spirited debates about the implications of this potential trade. Message boards and sports talk radio are filled with hypothetical scenarios, with some even drawing parallels to past trades that have altered the NFL landscape. The prospect of Raikstraw Jr. in a Cowboys uniform has stirred both excitement and trepidation among rival teams, aware that Dallas could emerge as a formidable force with his addition. Meanwhile, Raikstraw Jr. remains focused, showing professionalism amidst the swirling rumors. Those close to him describe his approach as disciplined and methodical, qualities that have endeared him to coaches and teammates alike. Whether he stays with the Lions or joins the Cowboys, his commitment to excellence is unwavering, and his impact on the field is expected to continue to be significant. The evolution of this story is a compelling subplot in the broader narrative of the NFL season. It's a testament to the league's ever-changing dynamics and the constant pursuit of improvement by franchises eager to achieve success. The decision will reverberate through the remainder of the season and could influence the strategic direction of both teams involved. As the final moments of negotiation unfold, anticipation reaches a fever pitch. Whether the trade materializes or not, the discourse it has generated underscores the passion and unpredictability inherent in the world of professional football. Fans and analysts alike will be watching with bated breath, eager to see how this chapter concludes. In conclusion, as the NFL trade deadline approaches, the saga of Raikstraw Jr. serves as a microcosm of the league's dramatic and competitive spirit. We will continue to bring you all the developments as they happen, ensuring you stay informed and engaged with every twist and turn. Make sure to like, subscribe, and join us for future updates and in-depth analysis. Until next time, keep your eyes on the field and your ears tuned to the whispers of the gridiron. As the discussions progress, the Cowboys front office is meticulously evaluating the long-term impact of acquiring a player like Raikstraw Jr. They are considering not just his immediate contributions, but also how he fits into the broader vision for the team's future. The Cowboys have a history of bold moves, and this trade could be seen as another calculated risk in their quest for a Super Bowl return. From a strategic standpoint, integrating Raikstraw Jr. into the Cowboys' defensive framework would enhance their ability to match up against pass-heavy offenses, a frequent obstacle in the NFC. His ability to read plays and anticipate quarterback decisions could provide the Cowboys with the edge they need in high-stakes games, particularly against division rivals who boast formidable aerial attacks. Meanwhile, the Lions, aware of Raikstraw Jr.'s looming contract renewal, are exploring the optimal balance between immediate gain and future potential. They are keenly aware that leveraging his current value could yield significant returns, setting them up for sustained competitiveness in the coming seasons. The draft picks they might receive could be pivotal in addressing other roster deficiencies, creating a more balanced and competitive squad in the long term. In the midst of these negotiations, league insiders suggest that other teams might also enter the fray, intrigued by the possibility of acquiring Raikstraw Jr. themselves. This potential bidding war could complicate matters for the Cowboys, forcing them to sweeten their offer to stay ahead of the competition. However, Dallas remains confident in their position, banking on their storied history and playoff aspirations to attract Raikstraw Jr. The fan reaction is a tapestry of hope and anxiety. Cowboys diehards are envisioning a rejuvenated defense reminiscent of their championship years, while Lions supporters are torn between the affection for a beloved player and the excitement of a promising rebuild. Social media platforms are alive with speculation, with fans crafting their dream scenarios and debating the merits of every rumored deal. Raikstraw Jr.'s teammates in Detroit are publicly supportive, understanding the business side of the league yet expressing their desire to see him continue in a Lions uniform. His leadership and camaraderie have been integral to the team's chemistry, and his potential departure is a poignant reminder of the transient nature of professional sports. As the clock ticks down to the trade deadline, the tension mounts. Every decision, every conversation carries weight. For the Cowboys, this trade could be the missing piece in their puzzle, a chance to solidify their status as legitimate contenders. For the Lions, it represents an opportunity to redefine their trajectory, investing in a future brimming with possibilities. Ultimately, the resolution of this saga will offer insights into the strategies and priorities of both franchises. It highlights the intricate dance of negotiations where player potential, team needs, and future ambitions intersect. Fans await with bated breath, knowing that whatever the outcome, the reverberations will be felt across the league for seasons to come. Stay connected with us as we continue to track this unfolding story, bringing you the latest updates and expert insights. Remember to like and subscribe to our channel for comprehensive coverage of all things NFL. Until our next update, keep your passion for the game alive and your eyes on the field.